Hey FlossTube, welcome back. My name is Sheldon, and this is Sheldon in Stitches. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, and eventually some knitting and some talking about books, but still, just for now, it's just cross stitch. So this is FlossTube number 4, and it is February 22nd, 2025, and it's just, I think it's 1:30. Yeah, 1:30 p.m. I am in Manitoba, Canada, and we're getting some warm weather. So it's warm outside. I think right now it is -3 degrees Celsius, which is great. It's fine. And then tomorrow the high I think is 4 degrees, so we'll be in the positives, which means lots of slush. But warmer temperatures is always welcome. So yeah, that's good. I've been stitching quite a bit. I've been watching a lot of FlossTube. I tend to watch quite a bit of FlossTube, but recently I've been watching a lot more. Since posting these videos, I mentioned in my previous video that a lot of people are popping up to watch and recommend it, and people are mentioning me in their videos, so I'm going to go watch them, and so I've been watching a lot of FlossTube. And I was debating if I was going to talk about who I watch and because I don't want to leave anybody out, and there's so many people to watch, I don't want people to feel like I'm not talking about them, but I was watching Mrs. Smith Stitches, and she was talking about how it's fun when someone mentions you in their video and you get a notification so you go watch their video, and I'm like, you know what, that is fun, so I'm going to talk about it. And so I'm going to talk about who I've been watching recently. So I watched Mrs. Smith Stitches here on YouTube. She is also Canadian. She has a lot of really, really good projects. We have projects in common, like And a Forest Grew. She's a lot further than I am, but she's really fun to watch. So if you're looking for someone to watch, another Canadian, you should go check her out. Who else have I been watching? So I watched hers. I've been watching Kenny Stitches. He's been doing FlossTube, I think, for quite a while. I'm starting at the very first episode. So I started with FlossTube number 1, and I'm watching from there on. I think I'm on 11 or 12, one of those ones. But so I've been watching from the start, and it's fun to see things progress and how he gets more progress on stuff and how he has finishes, and he has a lot of haul. So if you're looking for someone who has lots of haul, I mean, maybe it's just the videos that I'm watching, but I think the last one, even the title, it was tons of haul. So I've been enjoying that. It's fun to watch. And I don't have to wait for a new video because it's already out, so it's fun to watch from the beginning. I've also been watching, what was it? Cross Stitch the Globe. I've been watching them for a while, and recently they just reached 6,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Congratulations to them. And they have tons of really good videos. If you're a newer stitcher, they do a university segment where they talk about different tips and tricks, which is really helpful. They also are the ones who did the videos about the most expensive cross stitch charts. Really interesting to watch. Really enjoyed that. And then just the regular FlossTube I've been watching for a long time. It's funny because one of their videos they mentioned that in their demographics, only 1% people that watch them are male. And they're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we know who that one person is. And I'm like, no, you don't, because I'm another one. So it was just funny. I laughed. But yeah, really good FlossTube. Enjoy that one. And I've also been watching Just Keep Stitching, which I'm sure everyone's watching Just Keep Stitching, but I think I'm 1 or 2 behind, but always fun to watch them. So yeah, that's who I've been watching. I generally stitch when I watch. Sometimes at work on my break, I don't feel like doing anything that requires thought, so I just put on some FlossTube and watch FlossTube at work. But yeah, so watching, enjoying. So that's that. What else? I think that's all that I've been new with me. Yeah, so we'll talk about haul. Move into haul. I don't have any haul. There's no haul. I haven't gotten anything since my last video. I did place a large order with 123 Stitch, and so I got a lot of stuff that people recommended in my comments, my last video, because I asked for recommendations. Maybe a little too much, but that's okay. So yeah, I placed that. I also got some fabric and some floss too, so a big order will be coming, and I can show that when it comes here. And I'm thinking I might want to start something, but I'll talk about that in plans. So that's all. That's all for haul. And so then I'll talk about my whips, what I've been working on. So I will start with my morning stitching. So I try to stitch a little bit in the morning, about 15 to 20 minutes a day. And last time I was talking about how I was kind of not picking anything up in the morning because the project I was working on wasn't really calling to me anymore because I had some frogging. So I did switch, and I've started to work on this one. So Country Cottage Needlework, March Cottage. So I've been stitching this one in the mornings, 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes even just 10 minutes, and I've made some progress. So yeah, that's where I got. So I worked, it's funny, I stopped working on the temperature tree and then I stitched this tree instead. But I stitched the tree, I got the fence and the start of a sheep, and then I put in all of the shutters in the house, and I finished the white around the door. So I got some good progress on that one, and I will keep working on it. This is just DMC floss, and it is on a raw 32 count linen. So keep working on that in the mornings, just a little bit every day. And I've also, so in the mornings, I've continued to work on this one too, which is good. So I took a little break from this one. I just stitched on that one, I think, for how many days? I think 4 days. 4 days I just worked on that one, and the 5th day I was like, okay, time to pull it back out. So this is a temperature tree by Stitchin Mommy. I'm using it as a burst sampler for a gift for a friend's kid. So yeah, I've been working on this one as well. So I'll show you my progress. So I got some more leaves in. So this is on a 28 count Lugana with DMC. So the tree is already finished, but I've been working on the leaves. So last time I just had 3 leaves. Now I've got more. That many. So yeah, it's good. I think the break really helped. So I'll keep working on it. Some mornings I'll put in like 1 or 2 leaves and then move on to the March Cottage just to put a little bit in that one too. So it's kind of nice having 2 projects to work on. So I've been switching, going back and forth between the 2 of them. So I will keep that up. Okay. And then next is my daily project. So this is Farewell to Anger. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs by Leonid Afremov. So I've been working on this every day. I try to put at least 50 stitches a day, and usually I put more, but I think there was one day that I put exactly 50, and then every other day I've been putting more than 50. So I think the highest was 89. One day I put 89 stitches in, and the lowest would have been 50. So this is how far I've got. So yeah. My last video, I finished the top row of pages and moved on to the second row. So I've been working over here. So how I work on it is I will finish the stitches in the 10 by 10 on a page. I'll go across the whole page. Then once the page is done, I'll come back down and work all the way through. But you can see that if there is more of a color, like onto the next page, I will keep going if I have enough on my strand. So I think I got a fair bit. It's 2 weeks, more than 50 a day, so I'm happy with that. I think it'll be a while before I finish this page, but I generally stitch, I think it's July, right? The Tour de France. So the Facebook group, Full Coverage Fanatics, I generally do the Tour de France stitch along or challenge. So you stitch the number of kilometers that they bike in a day. So it's generally like 200 and some stitches. So I think I will pull this one out again for that and try to get more progress in it for the month of July. Is it July or June? Might be June or July. I don't remember. But yeah, so I've been working on this every day. I'm not tired of it at all, so that's good. I'm going to keep working on it, keep getting stitches into it. Okay. So then, last weekend, I did 24 hours of cross stitch, or my version of 24 hours of cross stitch. So if you're not familiar with what that is, you can go check out 24 hours of cross stitch. I think that's what the channel's called. Ooh, I should check. Quirks and Stitches? That's the name of the channel. Sorry, Quirks and Stitches. It's Jen. I'm sure everybody watches them, but yeah, so they invented 24 hours of cross stitch, and what they do is they like to... Oh, we have a visitor. What? Come here. Chuck. Come here, Chuck. You can see Chuck. Come here. Come on. Good boy. This is Chuck. He's being a little anxious today and growly, right? So I think he was sitting in his kennel. So I think he heard me talking. Now he's come over to say hi. But it's okay. Is he gonna bark? We'll see. So 24 hours of cross stitch, right? If you're not sure what that is, they try to stitch for 24 hours. Are you gonna growl? I think I will have to go put him back. I'll be right back. Okay, he's okay. So 24 hours of cross stitch. So I do my own version of 24 hours of cross stitch. Me and a friend get together and we've done different things, like whatever I feel like doing. So we generally, our most common way of doing it is that we will pick movie prompts, and then we each pick a movie for the movie prompt and put them all on a wheel and then spin the wheel and then watch that movie. We've also in the past, we've watched all the Lord of the Rings movies. I think we watched all the Hunger Game movies. Yeah. So we've done different things with it, but so this time we just picked prompts. So we picked 4 movie prompts, and then we each picked a movie for the prompt, put them on the wheel, and then spin it. I don't know if you want to know what we watched, but I'll tell you anyway. So we had 4 prompts, right? So one of the prompts was just pick a movie, any movie you want. One was a comedy with a female protagonist. One was an animated movie, and one was a movie you watched in your teenage years. So we spun the wheel and watched that movie. And so we just did it for 2 days, not the full weekend. It was a long weekend in Manitoba, so we had the Monday off, so that was fun. We ended up watching, I think, 6 out of the 8 movies. And I stitched, so my original plan was to stitch on a different project for each movie. And then I was just so focused and enjoying what I was stitching that I just kept working on the one project. And then I switched for one movie, and then I switched back for the other ones. So we watched the Simpsons movie, then we watched Sister Act, then we watched Speed, which are all S movies. Then we watched Hercules, and then we watched Varsity Blues and Avatar. So in case you're curious, Simpsons and Avatar are the ones for just a random movie you wanted to watch. Sister Act and I think Legally Blonde were the 2 with a comedy with a female protagonist. We didn't end up watching Legally Blonde. Speed and Varsity Blues was a movie that you watched as a teenager. And then Hercules and I think it was Up were animated features. So I stitched on my Modern Folk Embrodery, Fruits of Plani Sal. I worked on the June section, which is over here. So just over there, I was in that section. Originally I was hoping to switch and work on other projects, but I was in a groove and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with it. So I stitched on this project for 5 of the movies that we watched. Well, four of the movies we watched. One of them I kind of just watched the movie, and then the other movie I picked a different project. So this is how far I got. I'm stitching this on 32 count Belfast linen white with DMC 927 and 3808. So those are the 2 colors that I'm using, and this is my progress. So I got a good amount, I think. I don't know. I'm happy with it. That's what I should say. Maybe on this side's better. So I got quite a bit more done in this section. Whoops. Up here. It's hard to do this backwards. So yeah, all that there. I worked up this side. I started the side like border. I brought this down, and then I don't know if I remember. I finished all the stitching in this section. Sorry, in this section I finished all the stitching, and then I put in all those. So I like this section takes me a bit of time, so maybe it's not tons, but I'm happy with it. Got lots. So I was even thinking maybe I can finish this in February, like this page. Maybe not. I don't know. Only 1 more week, and then I'm starting something different. So I don't know if I'll finish the page, but I will make some more good progress, I'm sure. So yeah, I stitched on that for technically 5 of the 6 movies, but really 4 because I watched Avatar. And then for Hercules, I worked on Anaphora Screw. So I got some good progress on this one. I put in 2 more motifs. So before I just had the tree, and now I have 2 trees and a bird. That's not very good. There we go. So it's funny too. I was saying like, oh man, there was what 5 colors in that tree? There was 7, right? 7 in the bird. I think it was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe only 6 or 7. I can't remember. Anyway, not that it matters at all, but I stitched the bird and I stitched this little tree. And I even looked up on Instagram. I was like, do I have to put all? Can you see? I don't know if it's kind of blurry, but like the beak is a different color, the eye is a different color. Those 2, I'm guessing, like the back colors are different, and the legs are different, and the black is different. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. I'm like, is it worth it? Do I really have to pick a different color? But I did because I want to follow the chart. So I picked sorry, what I was saying is I looked up on Instagram if everybody else did it that way, and I saw some people like did a color conversion. They did the bird in blue. I saw someone did the bird in like just all red, and some people did what I think are the called for colors. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do the called for colors. So that's what I did. But yeah, I got 2 more motifs. I'm up to 3. So I just need 9 more, but I'm definitely thinking I'll get more than 9 more before the end of the year. So who was I watching? The Martini Stitcher, right? She mentioned that someone is doing a motif a week in that project, which I'm very tempted to try, but I think with my plans in March, I won't have time in March, so maybe I'll do it in April. I don't know, but I like that idea because then I would get a lot more done. I don't know. I'm still debating on doing that. I don't know. You'll see in my next video if I do it or not. But anyway, that was a forest grew by Rosewood Manor. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC on the 32 cream Belfast linen. So okay, so then that was the end of my 24 hours of cross stitch, and then I continued to work on the model folk embroidery for the week, and then I pulled out another project just to have something else to work on. Took a little break, so I worked on my countdown from 4 boys and an NL girl. This is by Patty, so she created a countdown box for the month of December last year, and I fell behind, but that's okay. So I just put in these gray stitches for the animal that will be here. That is DMC 414. And it is on the linen that came with the 28 count linen that came with the kit. So, but yeah, just something else to work on. Take a break from my modern folk embroidery and put a few stitches in that one. So that was fun. Okay. Oh, that was day 17. So there is 25 days, right? So I'm on day 17. I think that's it. All that I worked on. Okay, so I will talk about my plans. So my plans for March are that I'm going to be starting Battle of the Whips, which I've talked about in my last video, but I'm going to be talking about this a lot in all my future videos, so get used to it. This is what I'm going to be doing starting March 1st. So I will pick a project out of my very fancy bowl. All of my projects are in here. So there are 37 whips in here. And then once I start my new start for my birthday, excuse me, it'll go in here as well. Or no, it won't. Sorry. So my 37 whips will be, there's 38 spots on the bracket. So my 37 whips will go on here, and then my birthday start will be number 38. So it'll be the last project that'll go against whatever's last. So I'll start this on March 1st. I will stitch. Let's see what I'm stitching on. There is just one project that I can't be because I'm waiting for the linen, but everything else is fair game. Oh, fun. So I'll be working on Temperature Bookshelf. I will go grab that and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I will be working on my Temperature Bookshelf. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. And it's by Christie's Corner Needlework. Information. So I'm doing this for the year that I turned 35. A lot happened to me in that year. So I wanted to have a project to commemorate that. Each month I will be putting a motif into the bookshelf for something that happened in that month. So this is where I am at. This is stitched on 32 count Applesauce by Roxy Flosco, and the brown is Ganache, Chocolate Ganache by Roxy Flosco. And then I have the first 3 books stitched, and I have the dividing stitched, which I don't particularly like. Someone when I posted it in my whip parade, said try just doing one long stitch between them. So I'm gonna take out that. Actually, now that I look at it, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the way that it looks. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try taking it out, and I'm gonna do a long stitch on it. But I will work on this. So there's my starting point. I will start working on it on March 1st. I will put in some progress. I'm not sure how much, but I'll put in some progress onto it. And then once I'm happy with it, I will pick the next project, and it will go into the bracket. So here's number 1, upside down. Number 1. So that'll go here. So the first one will be Temperature Bookshelf, and the next one will be whatever I pick next. And then on probably March, I don't know, maybe March 5th, March 6th, I will post in my stories on Instagram, Sheldon and Stitches, and you can vote for which one you want to move on. If you want to vote, you don't have to, but it's fun. And that one will move on to the next round. So I'll go through all of my 38, soon to be 38 projects. And then once I finish, I will go back and I will keep going until I have a winner. And once I have the winner will get a finish or a very good amount of progress. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm gonna be touching all of my whips. I'm gonna be able to work on the ones that I've been wanting to work on for a long time. And it's fun. It's fun to have people help and to interact with your stitching, right? So if you want, you can go vote in my stories. Okay, so that's that. Oh, so I also will be doing I will continue to do my 50 stitches a day on Farewell to Anger in March. But my Modern Folk Embroidery project, I think, like the Fruits of Plenty, I think I'm going to take a break. So I'm going to try to keep working on it until the end of February, and then starting March 1st, I'm going to just focus on whatever's picked from the Battle of the Whips. So for the month of March, I don't think it'll get tons of, unless it's picked, but it won't get tons of progress on it. And then after the Battle of the Whips is finished, I'll pick it back up and try to keep working on it. So, because I do still want to finish it, but I want to play a game. Okay, so that's that. So that's my plans. My birthday is in March. It is March 4th. So I will be having a new start. I had my project that I showed in my last video, and I decided I'm going to start Cinnamon Stars. So I'm going to start this one on March 4th. Someone mentioned in the comments that they want to have a start with me to celebrate my birthday, which is awesome. So please do. Please start. So if you have a new start that you want to start on March 4th, start it. And maybe if you're on Instagram or if you're a YouTuber or FlossTuber, you can mention me so I can come watch and stitch with you. But yes, new start March 4th. I was also thinking if you don't want to do a new start, but you want to celebrate my birthday, you could stitch on something using a red or maroon floss, because that's my favorite color. And then tag me and let me know, and I will come over and stitch and watch with you. But yes, I will start this one on March 4th, and very excited. I've had this in my stash for quite a while, so I'm thinking I have a light enough fabric. I haven't looked yet. I have light enough fabric to start it on. And then I was also thinking I have all of my floss. It's a bit of a mess, but I have all of my floss from all of the countdown boxes from Evertote, the Roxy floss. So it's quite a bit of floss. I was thinking I could just take it from this, maybe. Like there's lots of like browns and yellows and golds, right? Which is mostly what it is. So I'm thinking I have enough. I should have enough in there to pick and choose to stitch it. I might have to pick a different one for the house because the house is quite big. I don't want to run out of floss. But for definitely all of this and like this, I should have enough. I should have enough colors to choose from and enough in there to do it. And if I'm starting it and I decide that I don't, or I'm worried about it, I'll just pick a few of them maybe and stitch it, and then I have tons of other projects that I can use this for, like the ones I ordered from 123 Stitch. So very excited. Start it. If you want to start with me, do it for my birthday. So that is my birthday plan. And I'm thinking I'm going to start another project. So I have a week off from work, so the week of my birthday. So I'm thinking that I will start that one on my birthday, and then hopefully my order from 123 Stitch will be here before then, and I can start one of the many projects that I got in my haul, because why not, right? So, but if it doesn't come in time, then I won't. But if it does, I'm going to try to start one of those too. So I'll have 2 starts for the first week in March. And I'm thinking I might also film my 5th floss tube that week too, because it'll be 2 weeks. I should have enough to show. And then I might do a giveaway for it as well, which will a nice segue into my giveaways. So I'm thinking that I'll film another floss tube on the first week of March, and that I will do a giveaway kind of celebrating my birthday. So if you decide to have a new start or you stitch with red or maroon floss, I might give you something. Maybe. No pressure. Like, you don't have to do it, but it's fun, right? So you have to tag me. You have to tag me on Instagram or YouTube. I don't go on my Facebook, so Facebook won't work, but I think that's enough. Or maybe you can comment on the video. I don't know. It's more fun. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens and I decide. But if you decide to start something on March 4th, feel free to tag me in it. And, or if you're stitching with a red or maroon floss, and yeah, it'll be fun. But the giveaway, so I might do a giveaway in that video, and then I also have my giveaway from last video. So I was giving away some floss, some purple and blue floss. So the first one is the purple floss. So the winner is at Hard TD, HARDTDE. I will put that at the bottom. I can also insert the comment. So congratulations, you have won the purple floss. So if you want to send me an email, sheldoninstitches@gmail.com, and with your mailing address, and I can get that out into the mail for you. And then we also have the blue floss, and the winner is Sharon Hardyman, 9496. Again, I will put that on the screen, and I can also insert the comment from the random comment picker. So congratulations, you have won the blue floss. So again, if you want to email me, sheldoninstitches@gmail.com, and you can give me your mailing address and I can get that out to you. So yeah, that's fun. I think that's it. I'm very excited for March. I will be off work so that I can just, and I'm not going anywhere, which I'm okay with. Generally, I go on a big trip for my birthday, but I've decided this year not to, so I'm staying home. And I have lots of plans with friends planned, and I have stitching plans, and I think having people celebrate my birthday by having a new start or stitching with maroon or red floss will be fun. So, yeah. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for coming back if you are a subscriber, and if you're new, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll come back for more. But I think I will say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Might be June or July. I don't remember.